Welcome to a Fusion 360 tutorial about construction planes. Construction planes are very important. It's where you build things in Fusion 360, and there are times where you will need construction planes on the side of a cylinder or on a ball or in an angle of some sort. And so construction planes are where you need to actually build those spaces or those planes in special places. So we're just going to go down these real quickly. An offset plane, the easiest one. You click on a plane and you can put one anywhere in that plane, just parallel to the plane that you were looking at. So the origins work well because you can use them, or a cylinder as well. You can just move that. It's simple. I use offset planes all the time. The next one would be, let me just actually keep a couple of offset planes. Etc. Okay, the next one would be a plane at an angle. You're looking for a line. When you click on the line, you can rotate, and it tells you the angle of that plane. It's a 90-degree plane, so this is where you can make planes at an angle. You also can construct that right on any axis. So any line you draw, you can create planes at an angle. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just making a couple more. There you go. Practice making that. It just as soon as you've done it a couple of times, it makes it very easy. Tangent angle. Now we're looking for a curved surface like this cylinder, and you can see me rotating around it. So if I wanted to cut something into the surface, I could do that as well. And once I have this, I can also sketch on this and use to make an even more complex line. So I could draw a line on this, and then I could use line at angle to curve that into the cylinder like this. So I finish the sketch. Now I go back to plane and angle, and now I'm moving into the cutting off into this cylinder at different angles, which can come in handy. I'm just saying, okay. Now over here on the browser, you have a construction, just like you have the bodies and sketches, and you can turn your construction planes on and off, which makes it nice when it starts to get a little bit crowded. Next one is mid-plane. This one's pretty simple. You need to click on two planes, and it creates a, well, that's not a good first example. A good first example is this one. I clicked on these two. It puts a construction plane in the very middle between them. Let me do one more on the cylinder. Again, between two planes. And then the third way is really between any two. There's an angled 45-degree angle. Now I could have used, obviously I could have done a plane at an angle and created a 45-degree angle that way too. So there's multiple ways to make construction planes. The next thing is plane through two edges, which if you click on two edges, it just creates a plane on top of it. If I do two angles that are not, let me see. Yeah, this is just kind of like the same as an offset plane. So the next one is 3 points. So a plane at 3 points, just turning those off. Click on 3 vertices or points, and you'll see you can create planes that go through one line and then another line. Try one more time. 3 points. Try this one. This one. This one. Again, another way of creating planes at an angle. All right. Plane tangent to a face and a point. It asks you for a face, and then it asks you for a point. And you can see it's basically it's perpendicular to this point. There's some, if you just click on that and a point, it really just creates a plane on top of it, so it's tangent. So it really comes in handy when you have a curved surface, but you like want it to be perpendicular or to that point. So you can see that that plane is now perpendicular to this point if there's a line going. All right, and last, a plane along a path. Any path, which is any line or any curved line, you click on it and you can scoot this construction plane anywhere within that path, and it's perpendicular to the path. So you can also do that on any axis. Really? Isn't great. Oh, it can go on any path. So if you draw something, even if it's a curved line, it will follow that line with a construction plane. It's very, very powerful. All right, so take your time to work with that. We're going to have to come back on how to create construction planes on cylinders. But again, if you had a construction plane, an offset plane that you had, oops. So if I did an offset plane, and I brought that to this sphere, I could start to use some of the planes to get closer to where I want to draw on that, and that could be just drawing a line as well. I got that line there, and then I can go in and I can create a plane at an angle, and I can use all those, so I can start cutting into this sphere. All right, thank you very much.